Finally. Ah.
What what can I say about this? I can't even shout the people to press the like button right now. I love press the like button right now, please.
Now I can be able, really, to put the words Toya Todoroki in frickin' description tabs
I'll be I'll,
advertising the episode.
I'll be honest. I kind of knew that was Toya from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
The way he revealed it still left me like,
Yep. And it looks like his Hero Society it might be ending too.
mm-hmm.
But we finally get the most anticipated not the most, one of the most anticipated episodes, one of the most anticipated moments in My Hero Academia, the series. And that is Dabi's dance.
Bobby's dance indeed.
I remember
He be grooving. He be grooving.
I remember reading this chapter in the manga when he revealed it. You know, when I heard the fact that he was Toya Todoroki, I was like, okay. That part, I had a feeling he was Toya Todoroki, but it still hit me. Then when I was reading the manga and he was then releasing out to the public his backstory, that's when I was like, oh, fuck.
We're in trouble.
And the more he released, I was like, oh man, Endeavor's in massive trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I remember back in when this chapter released and everything and all this thing, people were speculating after this war arc is over, is Endeavor going to get arrested? People were literally thinking that. So, yeah. And all I'm going to say is this. You got a tiny tidbit of the Toya Todoroki backstory. That isn't even the full story.
There's more?
Oh, yeah, there's more.
I'm not ready.
Because ultimately, what I mean by more is this. Ultimately, you don't see the backstory is yet to be explained how he ultimately became the character he was. Because you don't know how he came back from his supposed death. You don't know what led to the events of why he would do what he did up in the forest, damn near burning himself alive.
Mm.
So there's going to be more. And it's going to be explained. I would say give it a few weeks. And then there'll probably be a full episode or maybe an episode or two where we'll cover the entire backstory of the Todorokis. So, Todoroki, as everybody calls in the manga, the Todoroki family drama has finally come back. Oh my goodness.
Let's talk about the beginning of the episode.
Yes, let's get to the beginning. This is My Hero Academia, season 6, episode 11, titled literally Dabi's Dance. Mind you, it's funny because I actually did, and I'm going off a tangent, but it's funny. One of my friends who I follow on Twitter, I posted an image of Dabi, which is pretty much the thumbnail of this episode, of Dabi with his whole silver gray hair and everything. He's like, spoilers, man. I'm like, Ninja, go watch the episode. I don't go on social media before I watch these episodes. And mind you, just let it known, the freaking the freaking My Hero Academia account was already tweeting full images of literally Dabi with his silver white hair, and it said in the words Dabi's dance, it had Shoto and Endeavor. So they were already spoiling the episode from the jump it came out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why. So lesson learned, guys. Watch your animes before you go on social media and spoil yourself. It doesn't matter. If you want to stay up till like damn near 3 in the morning, they drop at 3 in the morning.
Man, and you'll be waking me up early in the morning.
Well, I woke up at like 6 this morning, to be honest.
No kidding.
Anyways, let's get to first half of the so first part of the episode. We cover the Ochako versus Toga fight, which is pretty interesting to see where that goes. And they're just getting a little bit of a scuffle and everything. We see how Ochako she's obviously using her rope things, and we actually see how they come in handy when she actually touches other objects. She can pick it up with the ropes and start chucking things at Toga. But the thing is, throughout the scuffle and them rolling around this very condensed house, Toga's like, "Oh, what's that?" And she's like,
Oh no.
and obviously Ochako's like, "Get that back!" And she's like, "This is from Izuku, isn't it?"
She can figure it out just by tasting it.
Yeah, she pretty much this whole thing is she's pretty much in a way kind of telling Ochako, because we know for a fact Ochako has been, I guess, penting up her feelings for Deku. If you go back to season 3 in the Hero License exam arc, you know the whole thing with everything when she's like, "I can't focus on my feelings for Deku. Let me just keep these feelings in, not let these feelings out, and everything." And Toga picks that up. She's like, "You're in love with Izuku just like me, aren't you? You should she pretty much goes on to say, you should express those feelings." She's biting the All Might doll that Deku gave Ochako for Christmas, so of course that means a lot to her.
Not gonna lie, I thought she was gonna bite the head off.
Fun fact, I actually watched another review before we're making this video, and he even said the same thing. He thought she was gonna rip the All Might doll's head off. Now that would have been, now if she would have did that, Ochako would have snapped.
Yeah.
She would have snapped.
Berserk Ochako, anyone?
Berserk Ochako. When it comes to Deku or anything Deku gives her, and you try to rip it, she will rip your shit up. Again, it's like the saying says, no fury knows no better than a woman scorned. I think that's what they call it. I don't know. I probably said that wrong, but long story short, don't piss off a woman.
Yeah. Don't. World War III is about to start. Don't do it, guys.
So yeah, pretty much Doga's like, you should embrace those feelings and everything. So yeah. Now Sue comes in, and actually I guess helps Ochako a bit, but because of this whole diversion, well, it gets Toga away. So Toga's gone. She pretty much retreats because they hear the stomping in the background of Gigantomachia and everything. And Ochako's just like, what the heck is Toga gonna do next, pretty much? And pretty much Toga's kind of got her answer and everything. And I think Ochako made a mention it earlier in the fight that pretty much she's gonna do whatever she can to stop her. And pretty much Toga got her answer from Ochako, and she knows where Ochako stands. Only thing is, we know that Toga wanted answers from not only Ochako, she wanted an answer from Deku as well. So,
and she's on her way there.
Yes, potentially. In the meantime, where Deku's currently at, he's in bad shape.
Yeah, same with Shigaraki.
Arms all broken and purple like season 1 and season 2 Deku.
How many more times until it's permanent?
Shigaraki, he's no worse for wear. The guy is like burnt up to a crisp, but the problem is, even though All for One in his head is telling him, you need to retreat, you need to go away, Shigaraki's like, bitch, please, I'm still fighting.
I'm cold.
So he's just using, and we find out the whole little fingernail thing, that quirk is called Rivet Stab. So pretty much he looks like Dr. Octopus from Spider-Man now, Shigaraki. He's just using the quirks, just like pretty much, I guess, assisting him in just being able to look like he's standing upright. But he probably shouldn't be fighting right now because he looks like if he takes one more physical attack, he's dead. So the thing is, when it looks like they're coming, Shigaraki's coming his way, we see my girl, one of my favorite girls in the series, Nejire Hado, show up. I know, I gotta boost her up because, let's be honest, they really don't show a lot of respect to Nejire, unlike Mirio did and Tamaki.
Yeah.
Out of the big three members,
the big three.
Huh?
Kind of a shame because she's one of the big three.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, they really need to give my girl Nejire Hado some respect, man. She never gets a good moment. I'm like, when is her big moment gonna happen? I'm waiting for that. We've had Mario's moment. We had Tamaki's moment. I want Nejire's moment. The only reason I'm saying it's not because she's hot and she's cute. Yes, she's all of that combined.
X for doubt.
What? Doubt?
I doubt that that's not the only reason.
What do you think is the only reason?
I'm pretty sure that's the only reason why you would.
Everybody loves Nejire, right?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure even she has some haters out there.
I don't know if there's haters of Nejire. I don't know.
Knowing the fandom, I'm pretty sure they're sprinkled around anywhere.
Well, okay. In the meantime, Nejire joins in the fight. Ida actually shows up, as well. He's pretty much telling, the other heroes that are within the vicinity, like, yeah, we told the other heroes that, Gigantomachia is coming. Also, they've been taking care of the Nomus and everything. And also, can you please get the injured out of here? Can you get Bakugo and Endeavor out of here, pretty much? Because they're badly wounded. So right now, technically, 100% heroes that are fully healthy are 3 students from UA. So we got Nejire using her max output damn near at 100%. You got Todoroki. He's just going up. He does a flash fire fist. Point blank at Shigaraki. And everything. All of a sudden, Gigantomachia gets to the area. And Ever's like, get the hell out of there! Sorry, I know. I can't do my best Patrick's. How about this? Get the hell out of there! Sorry, that's not my best Patrick Seitz voice.
Yeah, that was actually not bad.
It's pretty easy to impersonate Patrick Seitz, to be honest. He's just got a deep voice.
Especially for us deep voiced people.
Well, I think it's probably a lot harder to mimic his Frankie, unless you're saying super, I guess.
I actually haven't heard enough of Frankie's
Patrick Seitz is English dub Frankie.
I mean, yes, I knew that, I never heard enough of Frankie to know like how he would sound.
I'll send you clips one day. Again, I still don't know why you want to watch the English dub of One Piece, but that's another story.
Because I'm watching the subtitles and I don't feel like binge watching all the other arcs again.
I know, damn it! But you can watch some of your favorite ones.
They're still pretty long.
Excuse.
They're still pretty
You're
long.
a One Piece fan. You'll watch anything, despite how long it is. Anyways, this is not One Piece.
Says the guy who can't even watch 12 episodes of a series that he can't even get himself into. 12 episodes only.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, he's taking his shots. I take his shots. He dishes me it back. There's always beef going on, but at the end of the day, we're friends. In the meantime, Gigantomachia comes in, pushes Nejire and Todoroki back, and then that's when we get the moment. So Gigantomachia grabs a hold of Shigaraki. We see Spinner walk up. He's like, oh no, Shigaraki, what the hell happened to you? Also, it seems like Shigaraki's ultra regeneration isn't working as good because, well,
he exhausted it.
He's exhausted and he's badly damaged, so I guess don't blame him. And then we get the reveal. Oh, I forgot to mention at the start of the episode, actually, we see somebody in this airplane, which
I was gonna talk about that.
it's my only negative of the episode. Now, in comparison to the manga, and I know I don't like to do this, I critique people comparing the manga and the anime and shit like that, but in the manga, they purposely kept Best Jeanist hidden for a reason. You didn't even know that was him. The anime, from the moment the episode starts off, absolutely shows him, and you can tell it's Best Jeanist from a mile away. I'm like, if he's going to appear at the cliffhanger of the episode, why would you show him at the start? That just gives it away. But we'll talk about Best Jeanist at the end of the episode. Yes. So all of a sudden, we get the highly anticipated moment that everybody's been waiting and dying to hear.
Like I said, I saw this coming, but at the same time, not really. I didn't think it was gonna be this intense.
So, tell the audience your reaction to the reveal.
I knew the moment. I knew for a fact that Dabi was the Todorokis' lost a kid.
Toya,
yeah. But the way he explained his entire backstory and the way he revealed how Endeavor really was back then, my mouth was literally like this the whole time. And watching all of Hero Society like listen to his story, like questioning like the heroes, as like, you know, everything.
Yep. Even all the family members of the Todoroki saw it.
Yeah.
The mom saw it. The brother Natsu, and even Fuyumi, who's at work, she's seeing this, and she's in just utter shock.
Mm-hmm.
They're all in shock. And you know, the mother, she's going through like traumatic stuff where she had to be put into a mental facility for help. What could this do to her mental state again? Could she have a freak out again? And she has a relapse? And we're talking about getting dark stuff. That's a dark topic right there.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes. Dabi gets this water. We find out, I guess he dyed his hair. He dyed his hair to keep his true hair color hidden. He puts the water on his head. The black comes off, and he has hair similar to that of his sister Fuyumi, half of what Todoroki's got going on, what Natsu has, and even his mom.
They're all gonna be conflicted. So
he's just like, he explains like, oh, you know, Endeavor, you know that long lost son of yours, pretty much. Well, it's me. I'm Toya Todoroki.
He says it with that psychotic smile also.
Oh yeah. This was also another thing in the manga when it was first revealed, and I was just reading the chapters. I'm like, this guy is getting a sick pleasure out of just releasing everything. And the more he talks, the crazier he's getting. It's like, and he talks about how, and even talks in his dialogue, how he's been hiding this urge to keep this secret hidden. And it's like, now you see him releasing the secret out. He's going like absolutely. Now you're seeing how crazy he really is now. Like, I'm on my chair and it can spin. He's like, I've been keeping this in for so long. You don't understand. I thought against the Hayanomu you were going to die. But when you persevered and you said, watch me, I was like, oh, I'm watching you. And at the meantime, you can see his eyes. You can see the look in his eyes, his facial features. He's just like, oh, I finally got my wish. Literally, he's spinning around dancing.
We're talking about Dabi's dance. Well, that was Cameron's dance.
Pretty much what I just did, spinning around, is what he was doing the entire episode.
OMG. And people were simping for this guy?
Yeah, this man is absolute. Yeah, the way when he was talking, explaining everything to Endeavor and especially Shoto, um, you could see he's getting more cuckoo, cuckoo. He's just lost it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's actually kind of scary to be honest. Like there were some image steals of him. He looked pretty scary. Like I would be afraid if I saw this guy. Like you don't want to see this guy in a dark alley if he's giving you looks like that. Okay.
Now the Hero Society is gonna come crashing down, won't it?
Okay, so let's get so. In the meantime, he's talking to Endeavor about everything he's saying and everything. He's like, "Oh yeah, there's also something currently going on, explaining what you did in the past, Father." And it's explained. I'm explaining everything, all across Japan. So we find out what Skeptic was ultimately there for to do. He was to hack into the TV stations and upload this video broadcast of Dabi. Well, I guess it's no need to call him Dabi anymore. Toya, pretty much explaining how he became who he is. Yes.
This moment is giving me Licorice Recoil vibe from when that one guy started broadcasting, and yeah.
Well, technically, this did it first.
Mm-hmm.
So, like Horse Recoil kind of copied this.
I mean, then again, I haven't read the manga, so
Yeah, I do. In the meantime, so you just see Toya with his shirt off. He's just like, my name's Dabi, but my real name is Toya Todoroki, and I am the son of Endeavor, as he's telling this to the public. And pretty much he goes and talks about his backstory, and he tells the entire world Endeavor's whole motivation for doing what he was doing back when he first became a hero. He's like, you see, Endeavor was a selfish hero. All he wanted to do was just become greater than the hero known as All Might. And he did a bunch of crazy, effed up things that ruined his entire family's life. He goes on to say, like, he forced his wife, my mother, into marriage, and then he forced her to have kids. And he goes on to say, like, he was trying to have kids so he could have this perfect child to be able to dethrone All Might, because his jealousy and his anger got in the way and everything. And we cut back to a flashback moment, and we see a young Toya Todoroki training with Endeavor. And we actually kind of see something interesting. We actually see that it looked like Endeavor really liked and loved his son. So far, it looked like so far, and that's what I told you earlier at the start of the episode. We have yet to get the full Toya Todoroki backstory / if you want to be honest, the entire Todoroki family backstory. But you can see from this part in the backstory, Endeavor looks content with his son, Toya. He looks happy. He looks like this guy has a lot. He sees in Toya he has a lot of potential, and he's like, and Endeavor thinking like, he may not be the kid I want. He may not be what he truly wanted, but he knows, he can tell, like, he has potential. He can be, if not stronger than me, maybe hell even stronger than All Might. And we see that in a way, Toya looked like he loved his father. He looked like he was happy to train with him. That's two. He has in the backstory, he has the same type of colored flames as Endeavor. So yeah. In this flashback, Endeavor also explains, like, so we tried again, that and then the second child came was Fuyumi. And she ended up having ice powers. She had powers like her mom. And the thing is, we actually find out in the backstory too, again, it was already mentioned about Dabi that he uses his flames, it actually burns his body a lot. And we find out this whole thing has been a thing since Toya was a kid. So, because his flames were immensely hotter and his cooldown for his flames wasn't as good, it pretty much would be burning his skin, and you see how it slightly burned his skin right then and there. And pretty much Dabi's just explaining like, yeah, but then you see over time, my father got a little bit more desperate and more aggressive and more hungry to get this perfect child. And then all of a sudden, you may have heard of this boy, but he had his so-called special child, Shoto Todoroki from UA. You may all know him. And ever since then, he's been tormenting my family, trying to do that. And he even says like, oh yeah, I would see how he would abuse my little brother as well. I saw it. Because remember, Toya was still alive when Shoto was born. So yeah. And he goes in to make the mention. He's like, oh, and if you don't believe me, I know I'm just BSing, but I got the papers to show. I have. He literally did a blood test to prove it. Literally. You were talking about this man went through all the loopholes. He's like, oh no, I'm going to make sure these people know that we're related by blood.
Help? Yes.
Also, we made a mention about Hero Society falling. He's like, oh yeah, you think, he goes on to say after the whole statement about his father, he's like, you see, you people, you think heroes are so goody-goody. They're the examples to follow. Well, from my father alone, he's not somebody you should follow. Oh, there's actually another hero that you shouldn't follow. And that's the person he was working in cahoots with. And that is the second hero, Hawks. He goes on to make the mention that Hawks killed Best Genus to prove his worth to the villains. Oh, and then thanks to, I guess, a camera in the area, in the villa area, in the mansion, they got an image of Hawks impaling twice when he killed him. And they show it on the screen, and then you see the people like, especially, they do cut over to what we see is that one Natsu looking kid, or the one freaking the kid that looks like the dude from Jujutsu Kaisen, or Natsu from Fairy Tail with his whale buddy. And they see the image of Hawks impaling twice, and they're like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, everything. Also, too, we know that pink-haired fellow, he was a fan of Endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's getting these like reveals about Endeavor doing all these heinous acts, he's like, it can't be true. This is the #1 hero. It can't be true. This isn't real. So yeah, people are seeing this, and pretty much, Dabi's like, I don't care. Dabi, Toya, they're the same person. Whatever. Toya pretty much says, don't you think that? I don't think that's so heroic. Why would a hero kill a villain who's running with fear and pretty much crying and everything? Now, mind you, the public doesn't know why Hawks had to do what he had to do. Remember, Hawks asked twice, hey, just turn yourself in. I can get you some help and we can turn your life around. But twice declined and everything. And we know the abilities of Twice were so OP that, let's be honest, Hawks had to kill him. Otherwise, they would be. So we see how the detriments of not knowing the full story, this can turn the public society on the heroes and say, what the frick are you guys doing? And then, mind you, throughout this whole thing, they're showing images of the destruction, children crying because they can't find their parents, freaking buildings on top of people. They're showing all of this. And pretty much this whole thing, this whole Dabi video pretty much killed Hero Society, as well as canceled his dad. Yeah, it's absolute craziness. And then you just got people like, what the frick? And everything. And then the one pink-haired kid made a good point. He's like, it doesn't matter if we don't believe them, if we don't believe this guy. At the end of the day, the heroes are fucked pretty much. because everybody's gonna have their own opinions. Everybody's gonna have their own viewpoint. It's like in today's society, something bad happens and there's not enough information out. People are gonna be like, I can't trust that guy no more. What the hell? That guy's bad and everything. But guess what? Maybe there's more to the story that the public doesn't know. And in this case, there's more to the story that the public doesn't know. Now listen, I'm not defending what Endeavor's doing. I'm not defending what Endeavor did in the past and everything. Also, mind you, too, when it was revealed that Toya supposedly died, when Endeavor went up to that training area, all he found left was his jawbone. Yes. So the jawbone, that's a stitched up jawbone right there. That's not his jawbone. His jawbone was there. That was the left remains of Toya Todoroki in the supposed.
That totally slipped my mind when he said that. Actually, now that you're saying it, it all makes sense.
Yep, that's why he's all stitched up and everything. Yeah, crazy. So, yeah, this whole information's out. Dabi's like, well, now that the information's out, you're done. And now I can finally get what I want. Dabi comes in. He looks like he's about to do a prominence burn on Endeavor. And mind you, Endeavor right now, this man.
He's kind of, in a trance right now.
He's just in utter he's at a loss for words. He's shocked. He's not moving. He's not moving. He's getting all this information. He's seeing his own son that he thought died right in his face, finding out that he's been a villain this entire time. And he's just like, he looks like he's about to break down and start crying. Meanwhile, Shoto's like, Dad, we have to go. We have to fight this guy. We can't worry about this now. And you see the tears running down Shoto's face, and he wants to probably burst out crying, but he knows he got a job he got to do. But he's like, he can't even speak. His dad's not even listening. His dad is so down, and it's like, this is the shit that hits you so damn hard, man. But all of a sudden, it looks like Dabi is going to get a hit on his dad, probably killing him, because Endeavor's not even, at this point, I feel like Endeavor's just really, he's like, just kill me, finish me off right now. That's what it honestly looks like Endeavor is like, from what his facial reaction, it looks like he's just like, just kill me, just end me right now, pretty much. Who shows up at the end of the episode at the cliffhanger?
The one who I thought was supposedly dead, who was killed by Hawks. Best Genius, the number 3 hero.
Yes, he shows up. He uses these gigantic cables to not only wrap Gigantomachia, he wraps up Dabi. All the villains are wrapped up, and they're trapped right now. So, that's where the episode ends off. You think that, okay, he came in, he wrapped them all up, we did the job, they're captured. Maybe we can get out of here safely. Maybe the heroes actually win. But based on next episode preview, it doesn't look like that.
Yeah, they're gonna be struggling.
Today was a great episode of My Hero Academia. Jeez Louise, man. I have no words. This moment was just as great in the anime when I read it in the manga. And it was just chilling, ominous. And man, I just can't wait for more My Hero, man. I can't wait for more. I can't wait when we get the full backstory reveal to Todoroki's. It's gonna be... I'm just happy that My Hero Academia is really good, man. I'm really happy. And again, like I said, to the people that were shit-talking season 4 and 5, you're not joined. You're not joined. In my eyes, you can get the fuck out of here. You were shit talking My Hero. I was saying, wait for this moment. Wait for these moments. Oh, no. Season 5 is shit. Season 4 is dog piss. I don't include those fake, well, I won't say fake fans. I won't include those fans into this whole hypeness of My Hero. But Go right ahead.
I consider them fake fans at this point. Because, God, it happens way too much.
Like I said, you can have your disagreements with things. I just think the overly hating thing of saying like, "Oh, this My Hero Academia is in the dumps." I'm like, please, no, it isn't. Calm down.
Mhm.
But great episode, great episode. Dabi, Toya. Who are you gonna identify him as? You're gonna call him more Toya or more Dabi now? Are you still gonna?
I'll just call him Dobby for right now.
Okay. But yep. It's definitely setting up. So before we get out of here, so who do you think is gonna have that one-on-one fight with Toya? Shoto?
Shoto Todoroki.
You think Endeavor? Or you think Shoto's gonna have that one-on-one fight with him?
Yes.
Okay. Makes sense. It makes sense. You know, you got Deku Shigaraki, Ochako Toga, Toya Shigaraki. I mean, Toya
And
Shoto.
Shoto.
Man, crazy storylines here. Crazy storylines here.
Mhm.
Next week, Best Genius returns to action. Deku leaves a hint that it looks like Bakugo is gonna finally reveal his full hero name.
Yes, I heard.
Which is actually a reference to when or in the previous season where Bakugo told Best Genius, the next time you see me, I'll have my hero name and I'll tell you. Yeah, because that was the whole reason when it looked like Best Genius died. That's why Bakugo got all depressed and everything, because well, now he couldn't tell his mentor in a way his full name, and I know his full hero name, and my friend over here is gonna probably be cracking out loud in laughter.
Is it that funny of a name?
Oh, it's hilarious.
Wow, a hilarious name in such a serious season.
You'll be messaging me back and you'll be like, Cameron, you were right. Damn it. All right, we're gonna get out of here. We've been here long enough. We're running out of time anyways. My co-host probably wants to go back to sleep.
Not really. I'm just really cold.
Told, turn on the heater, kid.
I don't have a heater in here.
Oh God. If you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of My Hero Academia. Hit the subscribe button to my channel as well as my co-host channel. A quick update on his end. He will not be continuing his Sonic Frontiers playthrough, sadly.
Yeah, I lost all my footage on the next part, and yeah, I decided like I might as well just enjoy the game on my own time.
Yep. Well,
yeah. Plus my laptop isn't really good for like recording, so maybe if I get something else that'll help me with that.
Yep.
Maybe I'll do some other playthroughs in the future, but I don't know when. But it'll probably won't be for a while. So.
Yep. Anyways, catch you guys later. See you guys later. Peace.